Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration podcast. As always, I'm your host, Shravan. Got Taryn here with us.
Hey, everyone.
We're back.
Yeah.
Back after a bit of a break.
Hiatus.
Yeah, quite a hiatus. I think the last episode we had was like some Star Wars thing, which we recorded ages ago with Bhaskar, special guest. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about Acolyte.
Yes, correct. Yeah. But we're back for Superman.
Yeah.
2025, directed by James Gunn.
This might be like the first actual movie we've done this year.
Could be, yeah. Have we done any movies this year? I don't.
We've seen some, but we haven't done any.
We've seen a lot, but yeah, we haven't really been recording as much. So,
Yeah.
But this is your most anticipated movie for this year.
Yeah.
One of my most anticipated movies. It's the start of a new DC universe. Officially, I think that there was some animated.
There was
show.
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, which was
animated. Yeah.
But then they also said like at one stage they said Flash was, and then they said Blue Beetle was.
So Blue Beetle, the actor, is canon, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think he's still Blue Beetle. I don't know if the movie's canon, but that guy is Blue Beetle.
Yeah. The movie wasn't really connected to anything.
So it could be. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
But officially, this is the start of the new universe. It's got David Corenswet as Superman. He was in Twisters.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we've seen. We watched that last year.
We watched that last year.
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult as
Lex Luthor.
Yes. Is that his name?
No. I'm not actually sure. I think it's just Lex.
And Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane with a bunch of other people. So it's the difference between this movie and other superhero movies, but also other Superman movies that are first in the franchise is it's not an origin story. It jumps straight into a universe where there's already superheroes. So I think that's what differentiates this universe a little bit. So they're not doing all the origin stories.
Yeah.
They're just jumping straight in. But yeah, we can get into our thoughts on it. And it's been about a week since it's come out. So we'll probably do some spoilers later in the episode, but we'll keep it non-spoiler for now. So what do you think of it?
I personally really liked it. It's not a perfect movie, but saying that it's probably my favorite movie that's come out this year. It is probably my favorite Superman solo movie as well. Although I know a lot of people like the old Christopher Reeve stuff, but I know us watching that feels a bit dated. But at the time, I know they were really widely loved. And lots of people love Man of Steel as well, obviously. But I think this is more, if you're trying to compare it, this is more Christopher Reeve than Man of Steel in terms of tone, acting, like all that kind of stuff. It's a bit more Christopher Reeve-like. I know some people didn't like that it was just back into a new, like it was just straight into a new universe where they like things have already been happening. But I personally enjoyed that because it was straight into the action and there wasn't any need to like have a slow build up or anything or see anything we've already seen. So I think it explained everything pretty well anyway that you needed to know. So you could just jump straight in. So yeah, this is definitely the most comic book universe we've ever had.
Yeah, I also enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. As in, it's probably not going to be my favorite movie of the year. So I did like it. I think it does have some flaws in terms of some of the stuff that you've already mentioned in terms of how it goes into a universe straight away. While I did appreciate that, I think that's one of the positives for sure, because we've already had so many superhero movies and also Superman movies. So we kind of know, like the people that follow this stuff like us, we know his origin story.
Yeah.
So we don't really need another recap of it. And I did appreciate that it goes straight into the action. It doesn't have too much build up, but I can see that being a downside for some people who don't have the background. So I don't think it caters for everyone, just like Man of Steel, I guess, also didn't cater for everyone. So I think it does have a slightly more limited audience in terms of people that will like this movie or really like this movie. I think most people will have a good time with it because it's got...
Yeah. I think in terms of wide audience appeal, most people will like it.
Yeah.
Very few people will hate it, but maybe not as many people will love it.
Yeah, I would say so as well. And I think at some points it would have helped to have a bit more background and context to how some stuff was happening in the movie. It does jump into a lot of different things and it kind of assumes that the audience will just go along with it. But
it's a very comic book universe. Like there's lots of stuff in it that is just like straight ripped out of a comic book without much explanation about it.
But it's like a comic book that's been going for, I don't know, like 10 issues or something. And it's like you're jumping into it like halfway in between.
Yeah, someone explained it like that. Like it's like a run of a comic book, but it's the final issue. This is the final issue, but it's been running for like, 10 issues. Yeah.
So it does feel like you're kind of jumping in between. Like there could have been a movie before this where they do explain his origin and they kind of set it up, which
I don't think it needs it, but also I'm probably not the audience that needs that. I'm okay with most of the stuff in this. Like I understand it to a certain extent, but for a person that knows nothing about Superman and coming fresh into the world, I'm not sure if it's for them. Yeah. Well, I think they'll still like it, but they might be confused by a couple of things.
Yes. Yeah. I think overall it's still an enjoyable movie. Out of James Gunn's films, I would say it's not as good as Guardians 1. I think Guardians 1 is probably still his best one. So maybe it's...
I would say it's just maybe a little bit worse than Guardians 1. I would say it's like second.
Okay, yeah.
But Guardians 3 is also quite good, yeah.
Guardians 3 is also quite good. Yeah, I thought it's not his best film for me. It is very much James Gunn though. Like it has his like, I don't know, sense of humor in it. It's got like quirky stuff that he usually has.
Weird stuff, yeah.
It's the first time he's handling a character that's mainstream. Like a lot of his movies and his superhero movies anyway, they've always been like B-grade,
weird, obscure characters.
Yeah, like not very well-known characters like the Guardians, like the Suicide Squad movie that he did as well. So this is the first time he's handling a sort of big, quite popular superhero. So he does a good job with it. Also, it's very Superman heavy, but Clark Kent light. So it doesn't have much Clark Kent in it.
Not much Clark Kent. Yeah.
At all. Like there's like one. There's a scene which is in the trailers. I think they might have released some of it.
The interview scene.
The interview scene, which
he's really good in. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also still Superman in that scene. And Lois Lane knows he's Superman already.
So he switches between his Superman persona and his Clark Kent persona in that scene. His Superman persona is like the person that like always has the right answer and like is well loved and he like the PC kind of person. And then whenever he gets angry, he switches to Clark Kent essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also in that scene, he's not pretending to be Clark Kent or like he's not.
No. But when he answers some of the interview questions, he answers them as if he was Superman.
Yeah, because they are recording it.
Yeah.
But there aren't actually many scenes where he's pretending to be Clark Kent when he's protecting his identity, because I think there's like one other scene where he's actually a reporter and then the rest of the time he's Superman.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but it was.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like a purist kind of Superman movie, it's probably not that, because it does have other characters in it, other superhero characters in it as well, which might detract from maybe the focus a little bit. But we've had so many superhero movies already; we're pretty saturated. So I guess that's what their thinking was. Well, like let's just jump into this crazy universe. It's got Krypto, the dog, in it. So my dog's just walking around and creating a bit of havoc while we're recording here.
Yeah.
He actually reminded me of my dog a little bit. So apparently that it was based off James Gunn's dog.
It is, yeah.
Who was like a bit of a menace.
Apparently it's the character model is James Gunn's dog. They've just changed it to white. Yeah.
And apparently he was like a bit of a menace when he got him. Like he used to destroy everything. So that's how they set it up as a...
Yeah.
It's not like a very obedient dog.
No.
But yeah, I thought all the parts with him were pretty good.
It's got like a lot of other random comic book characters, which is good.
Yes.
Just a bit of a... like the way James Gunn said it, before this movie released, everyone's like, there's too many characters in this. And then James Gunn's like, in a movie, there's more than one character. Like, there's always more than one character in a movie. Like, if you look at a normal movie, Oppenheimer, it has like 1 million characters, but no one says there's too many characters in this.
I think
this is a comic book universe, so the characters are comic book characters. There's not that instead
the main
of having,
character is still Superman.
The main character is still Superman.
Yeah.
And instead of having like a random guy be his sidekick, it is Jimmy Olsen. It is,
although he doesn't really interact with Jimmy Olsen much.
Or it is like, instead of having like the policemen being the people that go to like to help him, it is Green Lantern and Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific, yeah,
who was pretty terrific.
Yeah. So like I understand that, and that was bad, but yeah, I understand like what he was doing. Like, instead of having like characters that wouldn't be as meaningful, he's actually putting comic book characters to help.
Yeah. I thought Lex Luthor was really good as well. Probably one of the best Lex Luthors we've had.
Yeah.
Like on.
I could see some people saying maybe he was a bit over the top, but I think it was pretty good overall. Yeah.
They also jump straight into his story, so you don't really understand some of his motivations. Like, why does he hate Superman so much? Like, even at the end, like, there's a bit of a monologue where he says it, but like, they don't really show you why. He kind of just says it. So there's stuff like that where it does detract a little bit from making the movie. That's why I wouldn't say it's great. Like, it's the same thing I felt when I watched. I know they're very different movies, but Man of Steel as well, because I was very much looking forward to Man of Steel when it came out. And there's elements of that movie that I like, but then there was elements that like I didn't like. So it's kind of similar to this. Tonally, they're polar opposites, but yeah. But
in terms of a pure Superman, though, probably the best. Like,
the character is probably
the best we've ever seen. Yeah,
true to what Superman is meant to be like in this. Yeah. He's a bit more innocent, and like, he sees the best in people.
And he actually saves people.
Yeah, he saves people. He saves like a little squirrel.
He saves a squirrel. Yeah, he
saves like a dog that's like barking at a big monster or such. Yeah. So.
I think like in fight scenes, you see him actively saving people first before fighting.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is Superman, essentially. But
and I think it'll work better once they introduce other characters. Like, I feel like and we're not going to talk too much about the Zack Snyder universe, but to contrast it with this movie, I think the Superman in that universe was probably a little bit too similar to Batman. Like, they're both kind of like a little angry, like the pretty angry characters, both of them in their own ways. So there wasn't like as much contrast between them, but I can see like Batman, how we normally think of Batman, contrasting with this Superman, who's like much more hopeful and lively and sort of innocent character. I think they'll play off each other better.
They did say all the movies will have different tones as well. Like, this is not the tone for the universe. Like,
each one will
be completely different. So,
which is how I guess it will be different from the MCU, because all the MCU movies are kind of the same.
Generally the same tone. Like, it's might slightly.
Sometimes you have like a Winter Soldier, which is slightly different. Like, still they have like a bit of comedy and stuff like that. So it's not like they're all.
It's not very different. Yeah.
But I can see, like, I think James Gunn said that like they might have like a murder investigation type.
Yeah. So apparently the Green Lantern TV show is like True Detective style.
Okay.
Like a murder investigation or a crime investigation.
Yeah.
And then Woman of Tomorrow will be completely different as well.
What's Woman of Tomorrow?
Oh, well, Supergirl. I think it's called Supergirl.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. I don't know if it's called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow or if it's just called Supergirl.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's coming out next year, right?
Yeah. So that's their next movie.
Yeah.
And then they're doing a horror movie with Clayface as well.
Yes.
Directed by Mike Flanagan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, each one will be totally different, which is nice. I just can't give this, like, I just can't say it's like great, because I just feel like there were some action sequences also that there were some action sequences that were pretty good, but then there were some that were just just not that interesting as well. We can talk about it more in spoilers, but
I didn't think there was. I think the Mr. Terrific action sequence is probably the best one, but
good. Yeah,
the
actual Superman action sequences were not that great.
What do you think about the criticism some people have that Superman gets beat up too much in this?
He gets. Well, what do you want? Like, do you want a Superman that's just invincible and just beats everyone? Because that wouldn't be that interesting. So I think they did something a bit more interesting in this, and like the person that is beating him up, you find out
it's logical that
he's getting beat up by that person. So I think it was fine. And he does get his moment towards the end of the movie where he does beat up a bunch of people, but you can always go too far one way or the other. Like in Man of Steel, he beats up there's like an hour and a half of fight sequences, which was probably too much.
I think Superman's definitely the hardest character to balance because he's meant to be the most powerful person in the universe, which could easily just divulge into him just beating everyone up. And it's uninteresting. There's no stakes because he's invincible, essentially. So you got to toe the line a little bit.
Yeah. I think the part that was more interesting, putting the action aside, was just the way they set up his character. I think that was... Yeah, that was more...
Yeah. You could see him actually being a symbol of hope and people actually liking him in this movie.
Yeah. Because he sees the best in other people. Like even in Lex Luthor, he was even till the end, he was kind of seeing something more hopeful in him. So I think that's what sort of represents Superman. And I think he did the character well. But there's other elements of the movie that probably could have been better.
I don't think it's a perfect movie either, but I did really like it. I am not a huge fan of when things are over-explained as well. So this movie definitely, if anything, it's under-explained. So if you want things explained a lot, it might not happen. Like there's stuff in this movie that's just, it exists. It exists for what it is. It's not explained as to why it's there.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to go with it. If you like things to be explained, then it's probably not for you.
Yeah.
But you'll still like it. There'll just be some parts where you'll just be like, why is that happening? Yeah.
So overall, I think it's worth watching. It's a new Superman movie, so I think most people will find something interesting, and you'll probably have a good time overall with it.
Yeah.
And
all the actors are great. I
think all the casting is quite good.
Yeah. Some of the characters don't have much to do. Like Hawkgirl doesn't have a whole lot to do in this.
Yeah.
Even the Green Lantern, it doesn't have a whole lot to do, but he is still good for what he is. Mr. Terrific probably has the most to do, and he's really good.
Yeah, he has a bit more screen time than the other two. Yeah. And Lois Lane was good. Lois
Lane was good. She actually had something to do in the movie as well.
Yeah.
She's not just there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can jump to some spoilers. So the action sequence that I didn't particularly like it could have been done better, is the one in the void thing after he escapes. And there's a stream of whatever they say it is, like some stream of
antimatter or something, or whatever.
And he falls into that, and they're going to fall into a black hole.
Yeah.
It just felt a bit messy. You couldn't really see what was going on.
Yeah.
The fight sequence at the end when they reveal the clone version of Superman, also okay. Also not that great. They're just kind of punching each other. So it's whatever. And then there's another sort of mini action sequence with a giant monster that Lex Luthor lets loose on the city, which was all right.
Interesting. Yeah. It's not really like a fight sequence. It's more like competing interests of what one team's trying to do or what Superman's trying to do.
Yeah. I think the best one was the Mr. Terrific one, which was very reminiscent of
Yondu.
Yeah, it was very James Gunn. It had a song playing in slow-mo. It's kind of panning around the area where the action sequence was happening. That's very James Gunn.
Yeah. It was maybe a little bit too Yondu. I'm like, oh, this is just the Yondu thing again. Yeah. But I still liked it. Yeah.
And he's also, Mr. Terrific I've never heard of him, so I don't know who he is.
He's the smartest man in the universe.
Okay.
Yeah, he's smarter than Bruce Wayne.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also doesn't.
He's like Iron Man, but
is he human?
Yeah, he's just a normal guy.
What's with the stuff on his face?
He's got a T on his face. That's his mask. T.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So he's just a normal person.
He's a normal guy. He's the smartest man in the universe, though.
Okay.
He's like Reed Richards, but
DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he?
But Iron Man-esque as well. Like he has a lot of tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he? I'm guessing he's an obscure character because I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously James Gunn does those types of characters that you don't really know much about well, because I think he did that scene and everything with that character pretty well. Also, I didn't understand his motivation because initially all of them were like, oh, we're not going to go help Superman. But then he decides to help anyway. So I guess you just got to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really understand what his motivation could have been.
Yeah. I might have to rewatch it to kind of see what that motivation was. But from memory, Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl were very much against it. But he doesn't say anything during that whole thing. He's just listening. So you don't really know what his intentions are or like what he's thinking.
Yeah.
And I think he's like that analytical guy. He probably like molded over in his brain what he
and then decided
to just do it. Yeah.
There's a lot in this movie as well. I didn't really say it in the non-spoiler section, but like there's probably a couple of elements that probably didn't need to be in this movie. Like there's like a war going on or like some sort of conflict between two countries, and it kind of links into what Lex Luthor's trying to do as well. It's there, but I feel like it also you could write it another way where it didn't need to be there. But anyway, it's there.
I think it is part of the plot though. It's not like it's not. Like, it comes back. It's a start of the plot, and then it's also
the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of like happening there in the background. And, there's like this void thing. I guess you just got to go with it.
That's the one that you just got to go with. Like it's not explained a lot, and it's just there's this void that's been created. You just got to go with it.
Yeah,
like,
but then it becomes like quite an important part of the plot because it starts breaking and like approaching Metropolis and basically destroying the city. So that's why I'm like, oh, if you already had that, because that's like unrelated to this country unrest thing. Or this conflict between these two countries. So that's like happening somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then this thing's happening somewhere else as well. And then Superman doesn't even end up going there because Green Lantern.
I think that's the point though. In a lesser movie, Superman would have ended up going there and then he would have beat Lex Luthor and then went there as well and then beat everyone up. And then it's just like, okay, so Superman does everything. But this movie's like, no, Superman doesn't do anything.
I guess he inspires
others to be greater. So yeah.
I felt like it didn't blend together as well as it could have. Like it felt like, oh, this thing's back again. It's something happening in the background. There's like some dictator as well.
Yeah.
So that's all like, and they're investigating. Like, so journalists like Lois Lane and all that are looking into
that.
But
I think the whole plot comes back to that in terms of Lex Luthor's plan is to essentially take over part of that country.
Yeah, but then doesn't he say like, oh, this whole thing was just an elaborate scheme just to kill Superman or something at the end?
Yeah, he did want to kill Superman as well.
Like he didn't really care about getting either of those countries. Like he just wanted to kill Superman.
Yeah, but he knew that Superman would have to do something if that was happening.
He set it up. It just felt like a bit of a stretch. Like he's doing all of this just to kill Superman. But he could have literally killed him when he had him with the Kryptonite and the dude with the Kryptonite, and he had him in a cell, and he had his opportunities to probably kill him then when he was quite weak. So the stuff like that. But still, I had a good time with it. It's just when you start thinking about some of this stuff, and it's good that we're kind of recording a week later, because when I first walked out, I was quite positive. But then when I started thinking about some of the potential plot holes in here, I was like, this is...
Yeah.
It could have been better. Also, he puts him in a cell with, what's the guy's name?
Metamorpho. Yeah.
Metamorpho, who's also an obscure... I haven't heard of him before. He can create stuff from... Or he can turn into anything.
He could change it to any metal in the universe.
Metal.
Yeah. Or any element in the universe, sorry.
any element.
Yeah.
So pretty much anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he makes kryptonite, but he's put in the same cell as him. Is it because there's cells because it's like radiation, right? Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Could he be in another cell like right next to him?
No, I don't think so.
It wouldn't have worked?
No, yeah.
So he had to be in the same cell where they could talk to each other?
Yeah. I think it's kind of like one of those things where you just got to go with that as well. Like, in the end, it is a comic book universe, so it's like some things aren't going to make complete sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you suspend the disbelief a little bit, then you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also waits a long time until like Lex Luthor kills someone to change his mind. But anyway, you got to go with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the guy that he kills, he's in like one other scene, and he talks to Superman, and obviously they know each other, and that's why he gets him. What would have been interesting actually is after he kills that guy, Lex Luthor's like, "Oh, I'll go get someone else that probably Clark Kent."
Yeah.
But then they never sort of revisit that. Probably because he escapes and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't
but he wouldn't be able to get Clark Kent.
But maybe would have figured out that Clark Kent might be Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lex Luthor eventually does figure that out, but I don't think they want to do everything straight away as well. Yeah.
I guess he like kind of escapes straight after that, so he doesn't really have time to like search for Clark Kent. But yeah. Also, no one recognizes that Clark Kent isn't in the building. You know when they're like evacuating the building?
Yeah.
And Lois has like Mr. Terrific's plane or whatever, and she like takes some of the journalists with her, but they didn't realize that Clark, like no one even mentions it. They're like, "Oh, where's Clark?" No one even says it. So yeah, like it just
maybe he's not in work that much.
Yeah, maybe it's his day off or something. Maybe like someone could have just said, "Oh, Clark's not in the building," or like he's doing something else. Like Lois could have said it because she knows he's Superman. Yeah, there was just bits and pieces like that.
But at the end, you find out that they know.
Do they know? I don't think they know.
Because they say how long has they been hooking up for? It's like, I think like 3 months or something.
Well, I think they meant Superman and Lois. Not Clark.
Not Clark.
Yeah. So I don't think they do know. So Jimmy Olsen, we mentioned him earlier. He's in this movie. He actually plays a bit of a role in terms of progressing the plot. There's also like
comic book accurate as well.
Lex Luthor's girlfriend as well.
She's she plays a character as well. Yeah,
plays a role, I guess. So there's a lot of characters that knock him out in the movie. But Jimmy Olsen is meant to be Clark Kent's best friend or one of his close friends. And I think they maybe talk to each other once in the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
I think there is stuff obviously missing a little bit, but I don't like to criticize a movie for what's not in it, but for what is in it. Because if they overstuff a movie with lots of stuff, then we would also get bored. But it is not a long movie either. It's only 2 hours, like 10 minutes or something, is it? Yeah. So it could be. They could have added more stuff in it, but the stuff they did have in it, I think for the most part worked. Yeah. There was obviously stuff that wasn't as good. I think the action could have definitely been better. Yeah. But overall, I think all the Superman stuff, all the comic book stuff, I thought that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll see in subsequent films how it plays out, but it's not a bad start to a franchise which they're trying to build, or a universe that they're trying to build.
And they don't do anything too game breaking or universe breaking that, hey, we're never going to see this character again. So like, why have you've underused this character or whatever?
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll see like more of Jimmy Olsen. Like he doesn't get killed in the first movie that he's in, like in Batman vs Superman. So
the only thing we're in spoilers here.
Yeah.
The only thing that's like pretty different to what people are normally used to with the Superman is apparently Superman's parents were bad people.
We didn't really mention that, but firstly, casting Bradley Cooper for that was interesting,
surprising. But he's always got a bit of Bradley Cooper. He always has some of his.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's Rocket as well.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's like really different.
Yeah, they changed the motivation.
Yeah.
of or what he was sent to Earth for.
Do I care all that much about
Apparently they did that in Smallville.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So it's not like new.
It's not brand new. I
Yeah.
don't care a hell of a lot about it just because they're always dead anyway. So it doesn't matter what their motivation is. Like, they're not in.
Well, I think the point in this movie, at least, is that he was more influenced by his
parents in Smallville.
Yeah, like his adoptive parents, rather than his actual parents. So
the only thing I'm curious about in terms of how they do this is Kara Zor-El.
Yeah, she would know.
Them. She would know them. So
yeah, because she's older than Superman, right?
Yeah.
So there's this like weird time.
She goes through a time warp or something.
Yeah, so she's older. She was like the age she is now.
Yep.
When Clark was sent from. Well, this is. I don't know if they'll do that in this universe, but
that's what it generally is. So
in the comics. So she's older than him. So she actually knew the parents, which means that she would have known
that they were bad people. So I don't know. That's the only thing I'm like, how are they going to make that?
But she's an alcoholic, so maybe it doesn't matter.
In the comic, she becomes an alcoholic because Superman's like positive and hopeful and always sees the good in people because he was brought up on Earth, but everyone Kara knew died on Krypton, so she's like depressed and sad, and an alcoholic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unlike that Supergirl movie that exists.
That I don't know what they do in that.
Not this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Krypto's also her dog, not.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that's in the comics, but lots of people guessed that before the movie came out.
So I think, like, I was going to say, having Bradley Cooper in that role kind of takes you away from it because, like, it's Bradley Cooper.
It's Bradley Cooper, yeah.
But it's always been a pretty big actor that's played.
It's Marlon Brando, and then it's Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
And was there someone in Smallville?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen some of Smallville. I haven't seen all of it. Yeah.
What about in Lois and Clark?
The new one.
Oh, what's the new one? Is that Lois and Superman? Or
Superman and Lois?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lois and Clark, the one from the 90s with Dean Cain.
I haven't seen that, no.
Yeah.
Dean Cain apparently hates this movie because it's woke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people hate this movie because it's apparently woke. Yeah.
I guess people can find any reason to hate anything.
Anything, yeah.
So, yeah. You can come up with your own reasons for that. Yeah.
But I definitely don't think it's perfect as well. But I think it's a good start to the universe. Hopefully, it can keep kicking on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it will do well enough. I think the opening weekend was 120 million or something domestic in
pretty decent. I think it's doing well in America, but not as well worldwide.
Overseas, yeah. So I think it'll do well enough to get a sequel or they're already planning.
They're already doing stuff.
The other stuff. So yeah, I think we'll get some stuff out of this. Yeah, I think is there any other spoilers? There's there's a mid-credit scene, which is
Supergirl's in this. That's the only other spoiler.
Yeah, Supergirl shows up at the end.
She's drunk. Yeah.
There's a mid-credits, I wouldn't even say it's a scene. It's
Krypto's hugging Superman on the moon. Yeah.
Which is just a poster from the movie.
Yep.
And then there's like a bit of a joke.
Apparently, James Gunn says that if there's anything important or
it won't be an end credit scene.
If anything that hints at another franchise or hints at another movie is in the movie
and not in
end credit scene.
Yeah, because apparently with Marvel, like there was stuff that he was forced to put in, like Adam Warlock and also Thor. Because Thor at the end,
he didn't want to do Thor. Yeah,
at the end of Endgame, they put him. Well, he joins the Guardians, and he didn't want that in Guardians.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want other filmmakers to feel compromised because he did something in end credits.
Yeah, like I think there'll be more creative liberty with these projects, but let's see if that turns into a coherent universe or if it turns into just a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Otherwise, I think next we'll be talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah. I don't think it'll be as well. I think I personally would like this better than Fantastic Four, but
I actually like Thunderbolts better than this.
Nah, I liked this better than Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can let us know. Like, that's why I'm like, it was good, but personally, I thought Thunderbolts was quite
Thunderbolts
good.
was very good as well. Yeah. But I don't know.
Which we haven't talked about. Like,
Yeah.
we still need to actually talk about Thunderbolts, but once it comes on Disney Plus, we'll watch it again.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll review it.
I'm just a sucker for like a really comic booky universe, which is done well. Which
fair
is
enough.
yeah.
There hasn't been a comic booky movie as comic booky as this.
Yeah, that's done well. There's been a lot that are done really badly, but yeah. This felt like I was watching like a episode of like Justice League Unlimited or something. Yeah,
it does. Yeah. Cool. So stay tuned. If people want to get in touch with us, tell us about their thoughts on Superman, how they go about it.
We're on all platforms at Cognitive Recalibration, all social media. And then if you want to email us, it's cognitive.recalibration.podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, and we're on audio and video. So if you're watching us, obviously we're on YouTube, but you can also listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And like us on like this video, obviously, but also follow us on TikTok and Instagram for Reels and TikToks. Are they called TikToks?
TikToks are called TikToks,
yeah.
That's why it's called TikToks, yeah.
Shorts.
YouTube Shorts is, yeah.
No worries. Hope you enjoyed this episode. What do you think of Superman, Remy? Did you like Krypto?
No? You would hate Krypto, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like Krypto.
You wouldn't like Krypto, yeah.
Do you recommend people watch this movie? I think that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
That's a yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Based on that,
go watch it.
Go watch it.
Although if you probably want to watch this, you've already watched this.
Cool. We'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you.
See you.